All right, looks like we got camera all set up and stuff. So yeah, what do we got on the menu for today? Well, we're gonna be served on a silver platter, pitter patter, silver platter with some chest. I might do side delts. I'm gonna see how we are feeling there for today. Main reason I'm a little bit questioning on whether I want to save just side delts just for a shoulder day is for two reasons. One, because I would like to go watch the Canucks game. That's at 8. But more importantly and more that is kind of swaying my decision towards that is, as you've known from the previous couple videos if you've been watching, but if not, my left arm here, kind of ever since I went climbing there, it feels a little bit kind of tweaked, or like strained, I guess would be the right word. So I kind of feel like chest movements I should be able to be fine with, but any sort of arm movement, like whether that be triceps or biceps, is what I think is really gonna kind of irritate it. Obviously, like, I'm gonna see how it feels out during the workout, but I just don't want to overdo it. So yeah, I'll hit chest and then I'll kind of decide from there for sure. But chest is definitely more of the important muscle group, or the bigger muscle group, because I will still be hitting a little bit of like front delts, I guess, in any one of my chest movements there. We'll be getting a little bit of activation, but hopefully pretty much all the weight and stuff like that would be in my chest there for sure. But yeah, like, nothing too exciting today. Just got off work, so it's about 6 o'clock right now, so gonna head over to World. And the main reason I'm also going here is, again, if you watched the previous video, I mentioned about the hammer strength machine that they have there, where I feel like it's going to be a lot better of a movement than also trying to kind of use dumbbells with the way my elbow is feeling right now. My elbow and like my forearm, I guess, is feeling right now. So hopefully I should be back to like full kind of recovery, or recovered fully from it in the next couple days. But you know, it's especially in one of those areas like your elbow and your forearm. It's one of those areas where it's a little bit questionable, you know, because pretty much you're using it every single day, no matter what, whether you're like picking something up, whether you're kind of just moving your arms about, right, whether you're swinging them around, you know. But no, yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that's a little bit unpredictable on how quickly it's going to recover and stuff like that. And also, like, I also feel like it does it. Obviously, it helps to get rest, but sometimes I definitely know myself, I'll sleep on this arm kind of awkwardly. So I definitely don't think that is necessarily a big factor for why it's hurting, but it's definitely maybe something that might not be the best, but that's just kind of not really much I can do there. But yeah, so yeah, I think for today, definitely that hammer strength machine to start off, and then after that, probably some fly movements, and then we'll go from there. Really just trying to hammer out chest as much as possible, and then move from there if we want to do some shoulder, mainly like side delts movements for sure. But yeah, not really much else on the dome piece for today. Trying to think if anything exciting. Actually, yeah, even actually going back, yeah, talking about the NHL, every single team has closed out their game in about 6 games. So I think Rangers closed it out in 6, Panthers just closed it out in 6, as well as yesterday the Stars closed it out in 6. That was a wild double overtime game there, especially with the goal getting called back, and then them finding a way to bury it in double overtime, which is pretty electrifying to watch. All the fans definitely got their money's worth, that's for sure. But yeah, obviously I do want to see the Canucks move on, but at the same time, like, I think the Canucks will get thumped by the Stars. I don't think the Stars are one of those teams to give up a win to Canucks, to be quite honest with you there. Whereas it kind of looks like from this series versus Edmonton's kind of just been letting up on like the last like couple like periods, or like the last period there, so, and just letting the Canucks come back. So yeah, but enough yaps about the NHL. Just get in there and slam some chests, that's for sure. Let's get off our ass. All right. So yeah, this is pretty much the movement I was talking about here. It's gonna be the hammer strength machine. Now, I am gonna be going a lot lighter today than I normally do. And main thing I'm feeling with this little strain in my arm here is when I'm bringing it back in, it feels like the strain is almost at the bottom of my bicep here. So this movement does get into it a little bit, not enough where I think it's gonna like injure it any further, but enough to make it kind of uncomfortable of a feeling there. So definitely gonna probably just stick to this plate 25. Normally I'd probably go for like plate 35, 2 plates on this machine. But yeah, really not feeling the best on this arm here. But either way, I'm not just gonna like not do my workout at all, right? Even though I do feel a little bit sore, I'm gonna feel it. Obviously, if it does feel really bad, I will stop this movement, maybe go into another movement, either lighter weight, or another movement that kind of just feels a lot better in the part that I do feel like is a little bit hindered right now. But yeah, smash out a set of these. Yeah, even just like curling my arm back here, I notice it's a lot, a lot more sensitive than on this right side over here. Yeah, so yeah, just finished up about 3 sets of that. Probably gonna go for 2 more. I think I wanna do about 5 sets here, and then go do some pec deck machine, and then maybe a little bit of flies. Unless I find another machine that I do wanna do as well, actually. But yeah, as of right now, it's just feeling kind of like, I don't know what the right word for it is, to be quite honest. But it's just, you know when you get that feeling, just something's not right. Not right in the point where I'm gonna stop any of my workout, like I said previously, but into the point where it's just like, you know something in there. And it kind of feels like it's more in the bottom of my bicep here, which would make a lot more sense, because I was thinking it was in my forearm yesterday, but I think it's just from the bottom of my bicep here, and it's kind of just radiating down into my forearm. And like the main way I can kind of tell is I kind of flex this arm here, right? Put it into like a bicep curl. Don't notice any resistance, any pain, any like nothing at all. But when I do this one, I kind of bring it up. I'll notice this little bit of like, almost feels like a gap feeling just over on the outside of like my bicep here. So I definitely know that that's kind of where my elbow is there. And I'm assuming it was from when I was climbing. I think I went up to grab a rock and my arm kind of twisted. So definitely not ideal. Don't know if I'll be going back to the climbing gym anytime soon. As of right now, I won't be going back there to monkey around. But you know what, like, hey, I had fun while I was there, so you know, hopefully this kind of heals up in the next couple of days. It'll be just a fun story to tell. Okay, so yeah, pretty much just finished off on those incline hamstring press. Now we're going over here. Never really used the machine before, but kind of like the squeeze. I am getting off of it and don't need to put a terrible amount of weight onto it. So really able to get a good squeeze at about 110 pounds on each side here, or whatever the hell the machine does. I'm sucking at the end there. Trying really hard to push it, but shoulder felt like it kind of just got locked. I don't know if I should go a little bit lower in my seat, but it kind of felt like I was almost going down on that movement. So I'm gonna try to go down one more level, try to really level it out or even be pushing up. So it'll be better on my shoulder at the end there for sure. Yeah. Yeah, feels really good. Went a lot lighter on those ones, but feels good. Probably just gonna go do a couple, maybe like 2 cable sets to really squeeze his chest out. Then I think we'll be good. Let's check this pump. All right, So yeah, definitely do like any kind of like chest fly movement, but especially like the two cables here. Definitely gonna be really nice because they're pretty far apart. Only thing that's kind of sucks about it is the one cable over here is gonna be on the left side of the pole, while the other one over here is gonna be on the, well, it's left side of the pole. So technically one's on one side over here and then one's on like the other side behind it. So you kind of have to like, they're kind of coming from two different angles almost. It's not by much, but it's enough where when I looked at it, I noticed it and I was like, what the fuck? But it doesn't seem to be hindering it too much in the movement, so not really much to complain about here. Yeah, love kind of getting down into it, using kind of gravity to help me push out those last couple reps. That was perfect. Oh, perfect. Switch at the chest pump. Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, definitely felt like a really good chest day, all in all, even with those, I guess, a little bit of hindrance and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely feeling pretty good, even with this kind of arm here not feeling the greatest today. And I never know what freaking angle to get here with the kind of tripod and stuff, but I know it's just me, but I can almost see a little bit with this downlighting here, a couple striations even starting to come in here, which that's pretty fucking cool to see. Now, hopefully it caught that as good on camera, but yeah, we're starting to freaking thin out, that's for sure. Yeah, no, this arm definitely isn't feeling nearly as good as it normally does, but that's all right. One more from the side here. Whew. See what we look like from the front as well. Whew. yeah, I don't know. The mirror right now, my chest is feeling and looking huge. Hopefully it's capturing the same thing on the phone there. But yeah, no, I honestly did enjoy that first machine for sure, as well as now that second machine that I did there, that was kind of like that seated one. I couldn't really find like a correct placement to kind of seat myself in. It kind of felt like the one level I was almost getting above it and pressing down, and then the other level I was almost underneath the handles and I was pressing up. So I needed one slot right in the middle in between those two to kind of get that perfect kind of center part. But it always is nice to kind of mix it up a little bit and stuff like that, especially because I never really do that movement quite often. And I say this because I don't really do chest that often at this gym, but honestly I might start doing it a little bit more because I do really enjoy that machine, in case you can't really see it, but that machine over there in particular, that hammer strength one, especially in comparison to a couple of machines at my other gym. But yeah, not really much else to say about that lift, except for it felt pretty damn good. But yeah, gonna get back into the car right now. I think I'm gonna leave shoulders for its own separate day, and the main reason is because sometimes I even do notice in any kind of shoulder, especially side delt day, when you kind of bring it up here, right? As much as you want to try and just focus on that side delt, sometimes, I mean not often, but sometimes I will notice my elbow kind of seizes up a little bit, right? And in the state that my elbow's in right now, I don't want to risk anything, and I know it's not going to feel as comfortable as it should. So that's why I'm gonna go take kind of shoulders, leave it for a couple days, see how I feel, as well as tomorrow we'll probably hit back. Don't think I will have much problem, but if not, then I'm really just gonna focus on movements that are just hitting my back and really nothing else, trying to eliminate my forearms as much as possible. But yeah, let's get into the car, talk about some other stuff. I got something funny I gotta talk about with my TikTok page and what I've been seeing just on it recently, or no, Instagram page, what I've been seeing on it recently. Okay, yeah, so pretty much just a classic chest day there, but enough of that. Let's get into this protein shake and we'll come back to it after. Excuse me. Yeah, try to drink it as quickly as possible, just so I'm not kind of, like I've said it a couple times before, kind of like drinking, driving, not too particularly, what do you call it, fond upon things there, at least socially. But definitely are some freaking people that are out there doing that, which is fucking something else. But you know, we are not a political channel or whatever you want to call it. Oh shit, yeah, I just remembered it right now. So this gym, it actually has this outdoor gym. It's like this cage, and they have well, they don't have it set up right now, but they'll have like a barbell for bench press, and then a bunch of other kind of equipment and stuff like that there. So whenever that kind of fully gets set up, that will be something we'll definitely have to make a video there for that, for sure. But it doesn't really look like it is set up. I'm assuming it'll probably more be like a earliest June to maybe like July, August type of thing they'll set up there, which would make sense, because even now we kind of get like some on-off weather near like the middle to like end of May. But yeah, What what I wanted to talk about that I've been seeing all over my Instagram reels just for no reason, and I honestly I love it, but freaking Brawl Stars, man. Every single play, like I'll literally click any Instagram reel, right? Um, and then it'll immediately show me at least like 5 back-to-back like Brawl Stars memes or something like that. And man, I want to get back into that game now. Like it's just funny what kind of like Instagram the power of like Instagram Reels and TikTok there, because my goodness, it's so freaking funny, man. I used to play that game a lot, and in high school it was Clash Royale. Oh my goodness, man, I was so good at that game. I had one buddy that was even freaking better. Holy crap, he was good at the game. But yeah, I've been kind of wanting one of those phone games for a while, because like after like high school, you know, I don't really have that much time to kind of play like an iPhone game, I guess. It would always be on like lunch or something like that. Always just be grinding Clash Royale. And then, to be honest, the game kind of went downhill after they started adding, not really the heroes, but a little bit into that, when they started adding, like, where you could pay to basically, it just turned pay to win. Like, you literally pay to get, like, chests and like, what was the wild cards. The wild cards were so stupid that you could pay for those, because you literally just had someone that was able to afford it, and they'd literally be like a level 12, right? Like tower, and then be going in there with a full freaking deck of level 14 cards. And it's like, bro, I got one level 14 card, and that's my goddamn log. It's like, that doesn't matter. But no, yeah, that game probably, in my opinion, is the best iPhone game for me. I think the best iPhone game of all time is definitely Clash of Clans, though, that's for sure. Nothing like a big COC. But a little bit of Clash Royale always got to me. And honestly, it was a love-hate. It's a love-hate type of game, where it's literally like you will get the most enjoyment out of winning a battle, but my goodness, I'll be honest, I definitely broke a phone over Clash Royale, and that was like without a doubt I did. But then again, I know many other people that had done the same thing. That game really brought out the worst in people at some times. But no, yeah, I think I'm gonna start grinding Brawl Stars again, to be quite honest, because it looks like the game is a lot of fun from what I've been seeing on Instagram, and even going to like other games that have just like fallen off super heavy just because they did something. Obviously I think Fortnite's still really popular, but everyone says like old map or whatever. When they brought back that original map, like, okay, I'm like not that good at the game, but my goodness, it just felt so much more fun to play, because it was just so simple, right? And that's the thing with some games. They just need to keep it simple, and the players will kind of do the rest, right? That's the same with, what do you call it? Apex Legends. That game was like so good in season 7, and then what season was it? I think season 8 as well was really good. That's when they brought back the original map, which I'm doing a freaking 1,000-yard stare here. I don't know. I cannot remember what that map was called. But then when they brought out Storm Point, oh my god, man, that thing was so shit. Like, just such a bad map. And that, to me, kind of ruined the game for myself, to be quite honest. I used to play that a lot as well. But yeah, and then easily my best game, Smash Bros. I'm freaking god at that thing. I'm on a different level with that game, but that is because I put many many hours and much dedication and passion into that game. But even then, like obviously I don't have as much time to play those games, but like from time to time I will definitely bust out a couple of those games and or some Wii Golf. Wii Golf is a classic nowadays. But no, yeah, kind of fun just talking about some of those old, I guess, old habits that or not habits, but like old stuff that I used to literally just do all day when I wasn't working out. But no, I'm kind of glad that I now have like a decent balance in between a little bit of video games and whatnot, and then obviously working out. But yeah, I think I'll go home right now. Going to watch that Canucks game, that's for sure. Might even play a little as aforementioned Wii Golf as well, maybe in like the intermissions or something like that. As well as gonna go get some food because I only have one meal and I want to leave that tomorrow for work. But yeah, see you guys later and catch you in the next one there.